Well, I mean, you have to liquidate loot somehow.
Right, but I mean, maybe not here.
Well, then if you're not liquidating it here, you have to take it somewhere else. And these roads are infested with bandits. Are you crazy?
Well, yeah, but I mean, this is also a road. It could be
Right,
there's a traveling. Maybe that noble that apparently is traveling here in advance every so often. Maybe he takes the stuff up, sells it, gives Tasso a cut.
Right. Also very possible. I mean, we don't know. I mean, taking it to Bisclave or Doloro domain is the best place to fence it because even if those guys knew where you got it from, many of them would say the Rinaldi had it coming.
Yeah, I mean,
teach them
even more so the Bisclave, because anything that weakens the resolve or even the outlook of the Rinaldi is better for them.
Right, but we'll know more after we actually capture Tasso and get his confession.
And I'm not looking at a map, but I'm pretty sure that this road heads to Harrogate, doesn't it?
Yeah, so actually the road will go to Harrogate. Follow it. Currently you're heading back towards Triskellion through the forest. If you followed it the other way out of Mage Cross to the west, it would take you to Harrogate. That is where that's where the Bat Noble came from. I'm hitting my push to talk button, but I don't have push to talk enabled.
We've
so
heard
I don't
you
know
the
what I'm
whole
doing.
time. It's fine.
Yeah. All right. So, as you guys might have surmised, this ugly red line is going to represent the road that you're all traveling on. And you hear some chittering, some whistles in the darkness. And then stepping out into the center of the road, a ways up, you see, we're going to use this guy. Token layer, boom. You see a hooded and cloaked figure. He wears a mask made of bone to hide his face, and he has a bow drawn. And when he speaks to you, you're not sure. At first, it sounds like he's much closer than he actually is, and you realize what is actually happening is you're hearing a voice in your mind coming from this individual. He says, halt. The Revenants own these woods, and you are outsiders.
We do not recognize your authority. Stand down or be put down.
He says, there is only one authority in the haunted wood, and that is the ghosts that haunt it. And he whistles, and then from the trees, as you gaze around through the darkness, you can see the glimmer of stray rays of moonlight reflecting off of swords and arrowheads. Boom. All right. These appear to be raccoons hiding in the trees, their bows also drawn on you.
No, don't forget to drag yourself out into the map, Raph.
All right. I assume that.
Well, I was using an improv token anyway.
Well, you actually have images now. Just need to drag it.
How do I?
Just drag and drop.
Drag it by the name.
Yeah, if you go to the journal tab, that has the characters
Okay,
on it.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. And you'll click on the name, drag it onto the map, and then you should be able to control it. I think we have the permissions.
Oh, sorry, you have to go from the name, not the icon. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
Hey, I exist.
Okay. I believe they are not happy with us.
No, they are not. What was that question I missed?
I asked which one's Connor. I said I was standing behind Connor, so I'm making sure I'm behind.
Yeah, so that's
There
Connor.
All right.
Right. And this individual is the one who has stepped out onto the road, who is speaking to you. The rest of them are perched in the trees. They appear to be raccoons, those of them that you can see. And yes, initiative would be a good thing to roll, but if you would like to reason, it looks like they're not attacking you just yet. So.
Okay. I,
You know what? What would a negotiation stunt entail? It's mind or is it will? I think it's will and negotiation.
That sounds right.
well, that's for getting them to stand down. Just like doing a
It-
talk and discussion is different, I suppose.
It's actually mind, will, and negotiation.
There you go. A little bit of everything.
I'll go ahead and at least, I suppose, try to lead it off since we do have a moment. I'll say, you're a wanted man, and you need to come with us. If you do not, then I can guarantee you this town will not be here by the end of the week. The king has already sentenced it to death, to burning, if you do not come with us.
He says, you lie. Yeah, he says, you lie. You have no proof of this.
Oh, but indeed we do. We in fact have a writ of it right here. If you would allow me to approach, I will bring it to you if you want to read it yourself, if you can.
Allow me.
Oh, would you like to read it aloud, or do you want him to come and get it? Because those are two very different things to propose.
I was offering I could approach and bring it, or Connor could. And of course, he could retort and say, like, no, stay where you are, tell me what it says. But he wants proof, so I assume if he can read, he would want to read it.
He would want to read it. He would also want to be able to confirm the seals on it. But when you propose that, he says, if it's true, then we can just kill you and take it off of your corpses.
That will not change the fate of the village. And if you have friends and family there, then they will perish. It's not my desire to see that come to be.
Okay. I want you to roll for this. I would like to get a negotiation. Let's see. Let's get a will and negotiation. You're trying to reason with him. And this is not going to be technically a combat stunt yet.
Yeah, this is going to be my worst possible roll. So if anyone wants to step up and say some words.
Okay, and I'm also going to set this target a little bit higher. So target of 4, and you're going on a 5 or more. But damn, yeah, not bad.
Does the noble want to do a negotiation?
You will not survive if you wish to resist us.
Well, we're telling him all of his friends are going to die if he doesn't come with us because of things outside of our control.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And he seems like he doesn't believe you. So you're trying to convince him to maybe parlay this out instead of...
I will assist someone else. I will assist Connor.
Okay. Yes, you and your entire town will be destroyed. I will make sure to tell them that you have colluded with each other. And you rolled a 1.
Yeah, I personally botched, but as a team player, I don't ruin your attempt.
Luckily, though, a 6 will beat the target difficulty. Just get it done. So, yes, the masked figure seems to consider this, and he points to the bat, and he says, "Her, you, bring me this letter."
Connor will hand it over.
The rest of you stay put.
So he'll hand it to the bat to hand over.
Yeah, so I guess, do I need to move?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, I'll gulp and then move my, and I'll go receive the letter.
Okay. As you approach him, and the caravan seems very, very far behind you now. The darkness of this forest is creeping around, but I know that's true. So, but generally, the mood is creepy. Feels like there's whispers going on, and you're not sure anymore if these whispers are between the bandits in the trees or in your mind coming from this masked figure Tassobianco, or if there's something else in the forest.
Well, if they're using night speech or ultrasonic communication, I could pick up on that. So I'm guessing because it's creepy whispers, it's not the night speech.
I've never heard of the concept of night speech. Is that like ultrasonic, like echolocation?
Yeah, there's specifically a secret language that any echolocating species can learn. Because if you can make squeaky noises, you could use it to communicate. That's the night speech, and it's specifically a gift in the game that you can learn. But it's this isn't it. Because what you just told me, this is something creepy.
This is not that. That's pretty cool, but no, this is something else. So you hand over the letter. The figure kind of snatches it from you, and holds it up to what little light there is, and seems to regard it. It is an official writ, so it has the official seals on it.
It's got a seal right on there.
It does. He takes it and he crumbles it up and he tosses it into the gutter. Just a little bit rude.
Hey.
And it. He looks at you and he says, so what then? You're here to take me, and you think the king won't burn down the village anyway? And now he's addressing you specifically, Anushka. He's not speaking through your mind using magic. He's just talking outright through the mask.
It's
also,
like, hey, I just deliver the messages. I'm, your arguments with that guy back there. I'm just going to pick this back up because I can get in trouble if I don't.
Okay, you pick this thing back up. It's a little dirty and a little crumpled. Looks a lot less like an official writ, but it's better than nothing, I guess. And you have it. You turn to leave. He says, "Don't move." He's trying to decide what exactly to do with you all. He's trying to decide whether or not he believes.
He tells me not to move. I won't move, but I am putting the letter away.
Yeah, good thinking. All right.
I put it away in this thing I have. It's like a bag, but it's designed for books. What's that called?
A pouch, I think.
Yes, a pouch.
A book bag.
Okay. There's a moment's consideration, and then he says, "The king is a tyrant. Nothing will be accomplished with my death. I serve the true king, and he has plans for me. I will not die here. And he's going to make a grab for you, Anushka. I think we're rolling initiative."
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not surprised. I'm on edge, so this would probably just be 4s or better because my adrenaline is crazy. But I'm not that good with initiative, so.
Yep.
I have 1 success. If he's going to grab, that means that he gets to go first. But I can have a weapon ready if I want to, and I will have a weapon ready. And it's not my gun because they wouldn't give me a gun.
Sorry.
Because I've always had a gun. I will draw my short sword, but I'm better at dodging. So when he tries to grab me, I'm going to dodge.
Okay, cool.
Because I'm better at that.
He rolled an 8, it seems.
He got 2 successes for his initiative.
Yeah, he's focused.
So he's focused, right? I'm going to use the blue dot for that.
Right, so he's got focus. So he could aim and try to grab me.
Okay, cool. Does aiming give him a bonus on his attempt to grab you?
It gives him a bonus D8, unless he's a veteran, in which case he would give him a bonus D12.
Gotcha. Well, we're going to do that then.
Technically, since it's his action to start anyway, he has 3 actions. He could aim, attack you,
and 3 guard. So he could guard, aim, and attack, or he could aim, attack, and run away. He could aim, attack, and ready a spell.
And can we just, can I ask a question? So what he really wants to do, he doesn't want to attack to hurt you. He wants to, get you in a grapple, and, he wants to restrain you, I guess, right?
So he would aim and attack to do that.
Yeah.
Is it a hostage grapple or a kidnapper grapple?
Oh, that's a good question. You'll have to find out.
Okay.
Well,
I only asked for the action economy. Is he planning to stay here and fight it out with a hostage, or is he trying to get away with a kidnap victim?
A hostage is a kidnapping. So let's see if he grabs me, because it could all be moot. He needs to be at 10.
Could all be moot. Yep. So let's do that. So I'm gonna roll attack.
Yep.
I suppose this is just a normal unarmed attack.
It would be body and brawling. If he was trying to bite me, it would be body, species, and brawling, because the teeth is also a grapple. But biting someone with your teeth means you can't talk to anybody, unless you're a spooky wizard who doesn't need to use your mouth.
Nah. So, okay, we're going to do a normal brawling and body. I'm going to say 2d8. I'm going to add a d12 because he's going to use the aim action.
He's a veteran.
Because he's a veteran.
So he might get it.
High 7.
So he has a 7, which would grab somebody, but I am a very quick messenger. So when he tries to grab me, I have rolled higher. I will, unless he has something to tap, and I'm not sure if he has anything he wants to use, like a personality gift, I'm going to retreat from his attack, which is my option. He can choose to press, which is come after me.
Right. But he's not going to choose to do that. He's going to use his focus action to...
And you got third action.
Can I save this for your guys' turn and then use it to interrupt?
No, unfortunately, no. So you would because you decided to do something.
Gotcha.
So,
all right then. We're going to use his focus action to guard.
Guarding's good.
Guard or ready as but when he tries to grab him, they go and I back the hell up.
Exactly. Yep. And you just slip right out of range. I mean, it doesn't look like he's pursuing you. Did everybody else roll initiative? I'm trusting you guys to know if you're ready. If you
guys have to get like 5. I think 5s are better because you're at short range.
Yeah.
This was the older initiative system where the farther away you were from a fight, the less likely you were to know what was going on. A system
let's check it out. I did in fact get a 5, so I'm good. I have a weapon.
Alright, well, negate my wand ready thing then. I am not ready at all.
I have my rod ready.
As I'm ambidextrous, I have both a saber and buckler ready.
But yeah, technically
I think none of them. One guy has succeeded, but nobody botched, right? So
one thing you could do in the future for your mooks is to say they wrote their initiative, and generally you get 2 dice to it. That would mean you get 1 success, which means you get.
If as a GM, you could also just say the bad guys were expecting this; they all have the weapons ready and not bother rolling for them. So, like he said, roading.
In this case, they laid an ambush, right? So it makes sense that they had their weapons out.
None of them have focus, but all of them have weapons. They're happy.
Yep. Gotcha. And that works for me.
Their side has started this fight, so.
Right. So
their side had started. So
also grabbed at me, and I backed up. What do these guys could either focus, which is wait, or they could just start taking turns and unloading on us. Mm-hmm. And you can mix match if you want.
Yeah, I think we're going to keep it simple. Everyone's going to roll an attack, and we'll see how this goes. Now, it's dark. There's concealment, I believe. So I'm going to say that you guys get a bonus D8 concealments because actually these guys have night vision.
Vision, they don't care that it's dark.
They don't care that it's dark, so yeah.
We do technically have, quote, a caravan here, I suppose.
That's true, so you could use your carriage as cover if you'd like. And I assume you guys are basically in or around it.
Or one guy who's a living flashlight.
Yeah, I need to have a turn first.
Yeah, I'll just say, if you start moving, there's a light moving too.
Yeah. So these guys can start unloading on us.
And I think they're going to. All right. So they're going to take the aim action each, I believe, which was going to give them a D12.
If you're a veteran, it's a bonus D12.
Well, wait, real quick before we start firing off.
Yeah.
Are we in a wagon right now, or what are we?
Well, I think
let's decide where people are.
I assume we got on foot. Because you don't want to be in the wagon when the fight starts. None of us have vehicles.
Mm-hmm. I guess all that there would be designating how much cover it is.
Yeah, I'm going to put a square here to kind of represent a wagon. I don't know if that's going to be helpful or not, but let's say that it's like here. You guys, what is it? Sorry, I got to bust out my cover reference.
You could choose like if it's a D4, a D6, or a D8. How much cover is it giving?
Soft cover from like trivial cover from bushes is a D4, like because there's trees around. Soft cover, like half your body, is a D8. Near total cover from a solid wall will be D12. You just usually just say a D8 and get on with your life.
D8 and get on with our lives. Let's do that then.
Yeah, because if it's complete cover, they can't shoot at you.
Yep. If someone dives into a bush, we'll say like soft cover,
Yeah.
or partial cover. But if you're using the carriage as cover, I'll give you.
Right. I mean, because it's a thick forest, you could just say any, usually that comes up on tie rolls. It's like, okay, they shot at you, but it's a thick woods. We'll worry about it later.
Yeah, okay. I appreciate, again, it's very educational, so I appreciate you guys helping me walk through this process. It'll become more naturalistic as we get going. But yeah, so here comes some short bows. The first one is going to target the one in the rear, Father Elrich, number 5. He's going to roll, he's rolling a d6 and 2d8, all told. High of 7.
Well, you hit me for
All
1,
right.
whatever the damage
So 1
is.
goes through. The short bow is +0 critical, but didn't get that, so 1 would go through. So roll your soak.
Well, I'm reeling and hurt.
Okay, reeling and hurt.
Wearing your vestments rather than armor, it seems.
Next guy, same deal.
Well,
He's
as
going to
described,
target.
Yes.
Yep. The healer got hurt. I hate it when that happens.
Okay. I forgot your name. Gaston. Gaston, you're going to be attacked here from the south. Same thing. D6, 2d8.
Oof.
A high of 8.
There. Now would be a good time to say my choice of dodge would be against range attacks.
That would be useful if you want to set your favored use.
So he's going to use favored use to reroll 1/1.
Yep, so I'll go ahead and reroll a d8.
Yeah.
Doesn't help.
Doesn't help. Okay. 1 hit, so roll to soak.
Okay, let's go ahead and see how much that I get. I am wearing armor because I do care. And I'm in a fight. 1.
Okay, it's soaked, so you're
It's the
only
implication
reeling.
that I don't care.
So I'm only reeling.
Okay. This guy is going to attack Connor from the north here.
Guard.
You're going to guard. Can you guard against range? You have a shield.
I have
Yeah, but just gives you a bonus to dodge and parry.
Guarding
Since
system
he had,
defense.
he had focus, so that's why he's doing it.
Right, because you had focus. Good stuff.
So here comes my dodge.
Okay. That is quite a dodge. Yeah, and you'd managed to dodge the attack. No troubles.
Yeah, he's a warrior.
Okay, I've got 3 more of these guys. So we're going to... one of them is going to attack... Gaston again. I'll get these names. But Gaston, he's shooting from behind the wagon, essentially, so I will give you a d12 to your defense on this. And he's going to take a bonus d8 because you are reeling. Gaston, did I lose you?
Oh, another to me. Okay.
Yeah, I think he's
Oop.
forgotten his own name.
Sorry, yeah. Here we go. Hey, that's almost good enough. That is another decent hit. So I'm gonna go roll
He gave you
soak again.
Give you a D12 from cover.
Yeah,
Oh.
sorry, you got a d12 for the carriage.
So roll a bonus
Oh.
D12. Don't
Yeah,
suck.
let me roll the d12 instead of the d8.
Hey.
Hey, there we go.
Hey,
That-
which means it hits the caravan instead of you.
With a solid thunk. All right, we got 2 more. These guys are gonna. I think they're gonna close the distance a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, still good. This guy is going to move a pace. These dudes should have been aiming. Ugh. I'll get it one of these days. Anyway,
Yeah, you can
Connor.
move an attack or aim an attack. It's up to you.
exactly.
And
And
they
these
have to
guys
reload,
didn't
of
move.
course.
Yeah, these guys didn't move. This guy just did. So he's going to attack the way he was against Connor again.
Dodge.
Dodge.
Yep.
I'm rolling d6, 2d8.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
reroll that veteran.
You can reroll, and also you're going to get a d8 for cover from the carriage.
Okay. Well, they're in the trees. I thought. Okay.
They are in the trees. I assume this is sort of like you've got something to press up against to kind of like reduce your profile a little bit.
In which case, the reroll gets it. So
Okay.
yeah, Connor is our real warrior, so that he's gonna be the one to beat. But we already have 1 bleeding.
That's true. Right. Okay. And then, last but not least, this guy in the trees is going to take a shot at Anushka over here.
Hey, jerk!
He is. What can I say? Here we go. And he's going to aim. So let's see.
It's a bonus
so
D8.
It's going to be a bonus D12 for veteran, right?
Oh, geez, he's a veteran. Yeah.
Yeah, this could hurt.
Yeah, see,
here we go.
They really want the aiming bonus. It's very delicious. And who's shooting at me?
The guy to your north.
This guy?
This guy up
Oh,
here.
you're
Yep.
short range. I don't have any range bonus. Gosh darn it. So what are all those dice yours?
All of them are mine. It was a high of an 8.
Okay, so the 8 hits me.
I think the next one was tied with a 6, so that's 1 hit.
Oh no, ties. Your 8 beats my 6. The tie doesn't matter. If you're claiming the tie, you don't want to do that because it's worse and it doesn't work anyway. So 8 beats my 6. That's a 1-point hit. What's your weapon?
It's +0 at critical, which doesn't matter.
Right, but it's still a 1-point hit, which I still need to soak.
Yep.
I will soak 1 point. I am sent reeling, and once again, I'm lucky that my armor saves me.
Yep. And that is the end of the bandit's turn, so it's up to you now.
Okay, well, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to recover from reeling and get the hell out of here.
You want me to rally you, or?
No, because your buddies need rallying more than I do.
Well, I mean, it looks
The
like
entire
Gaston's
forest
already
lights
done
up.
his thing, so you're the only one that needs rally.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, you should save it and focus for somebody who can actually fight.
I can't focus. I have to recover from reeling myself.
Oh, well, sucks to be me. If you want to rally me, go right ahead. Yeah, no one else is wounded.
Yeah, so
Except
I recover
you.
from reeling, and then I rally you.
So hold on.
All right.
Quick question. So he's outside of short range. He's going to take a range penalty for the rally
He
attempt?
does. You want me to roll that?
I can roll it. Is it a D8?
Actually, 13 paces away, it's a D12.
Oh, let's see.
So roll a D12.
I got an 8.
You need 9s or better.
Yeah, I rolled an 8, so.
Well, it's a tie. You can break a tie by moving closer to me.
Right,
Hey.
but I had to recover from reeling, so that's my 2 actions: recover from reeling and rally. So there is no.
Right. Well, as part of the rally, you can move 1 pace closer if the GM wants to use that to break a tie.
I'm comfortable with that.
All right. So just move closer and say something inspirational.
Anushka, a valiant effort. Please return safely.
Thanks. Valiant my ass. Guy threw my note in the gutter. Stupid jerk.
It's the wrong heterodoxy. Not part
You're
of
lucky
that.
my knight errant's here. Yeah, I'm still gonna well, I get 2 actions, don't I? I'm going to guard and run the hell away.
Eyes.
Actually,
Within
no.
the yellow circle, you get more
Wait.
cover.
You shot me, right? This guy up here shot me?
Yeah, that guy shot you.
Yeah, screw you, buddy. I'm gonna fly 4 paces here, stride to here, and stab you.
All right, you're
All right.
outside of 12.
Because all movement in the game isn't a straight line, but you can dash and stride, dash in a straight line, stride in a straight line. So I can do that. That's welcome to
Cool.
maneuver land, population. Your only defense against this is to dodge because you have a bow,
Indeed.
and bows can't counterattack.
My dodge is only a D6.
He's
as a
also not
raccoon.
loaded, I think.
Right.
Yep. Oh gosh darn it!
But he's a bendy raccoon.
So
Ha-ha! I got a 5, yes.
yeah, I miss. I totally whiff.
Yep.
I'm not good at this.
Skirmishing in the trees over
I've-
there.
Supplied you with the confidence just enough to get yourself killed.
There's enough rope to hang yourself with. All right. I believe we still are.
My turn.
Okay. And I don't think Connor went, did he?
No. And
I'm the only one. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Connor's going to drop his backpack and will no longer be burdened. This will be one of the first characters I played in one of these games that doesn't have a burden.
Mhm.
Dude,
And,
nice.
Let's dash and sprint. So my dash is 4 plus 1 pace for You can do that with a dash, right? And
then I think so. Yeah.
And now you roll your dice for the sprint, and take the biggest. 4.
All right. Which could be 5 because you can take a pace after that too.
You can?
I believe so.
I thought it was only after dashing.
It's at the end of every move.
You've done it with sprint as well.
Or dash and stride. You can do it in whatever order you want.
We're talking about sprints, though. Can you do that with a sprint as well?
Sprint is a separate action, and it's always in a straight line. You can only add or subtract your stride in the line of the sprint.
Okay. It might be a little awkward here with hexes.
Still gets them closer.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Effectively, though, it'll get you a little closer.
All right.
Yeah. So what did you roll for your sprint? A 4?
Yes.
4.
Yeah, so you can go 3, 4, or 5 paces in a straight line.
All right, my movement is done then.
Cool. You can choose how much of the sprint that you use?
You can add or subtract your stride from it.
Right,
So
I guess. Okay.
It's very important to not run into walls.
That's what I mean. Like, I figured if you wanted to move part of your sprint, you would never run into anything. You didn't want to, and that was sort of the part of the randomness.
Depends on how much you
makes
roll.
sense.
If you're 3 away from a wall and you roll a 6, then it's not really going to help you to stop by 1. You're still 2 into a wall.
There's actual rules for running into walls.
Sorry?
This is one of those games where we made movement a big deal. So, yeah, you can actually crash during a sprint. You can or run off a cliff.
Right. I think it's fun. It leads to the tactical nature of it. It's just a lot, so I'm still wrapping my head around some of it. And the way that we played in the past might not have been perfect, so...
Yeah,
I think we've all gone then.
The only way you can shorten a sprint is by rolling a smaller die.
Right.
You can also choose to roll smaller dice, something people never do.
Really? Jesus. Okay, that changes things too.
I mean,
okay,
if
we have
it's
a
the difference
talk
between
after
having
this.
a 4 or 12. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, we're running out of time.
Yeah, because we're short on time. We're going to do one more round, though. I think we have enough time.
All right, let's do one more round. Bad guys, I think, are up.
Yep.
Yeah, bad guys are up. All right, Tassobianco is going to throw down the bow. I guess he probably already did as he tried to make a grab for Anushka, and he's going to draw his short sword, and then he's going to take his... I guess he's going to take his dash. He's going to move up to Connor. He's going to meet Connor in battle. I imagine he's no longer got his shield up, so we'll take that off.
Okay.
And he's out of action.
You want to go back? I'm just going to give you some friendly advice. Go back to where you were in guard.
Okay.
Guarding with D12 buff.
All right. And since I can't land the attack this turn, it makes sense to save it.
Chop your head off. If you just draw your weapon and guard, you'll get a defensive buff. If you move, Connor is going to kill you.
Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you for the heads up.
It's a weird thing in the wrinkle of the rules, but you get a D12. Just draw and stare at him balefully.
Right. Staring balefully. He has a mask.
Yeah. Well, then I guess you just lower your mask and look creepy.
If he lowers his mask, you'll know who he is.
Also true.
Well, no. If he raises his mask, we'll know who he is. If he lowers it, it'll still on his nose.
Fair enough. Anushka, the raccoon in the trees, is going to drop his bow, grab his short sword, take a slash at you.
No pain, no gain.
It'll be a 2d6
you
as
probably
attack.
Better dice than me, but I'm going to counter attack with my sword.
Hell yeah, let's do this. Here comes my 2d6. That's 1d6. Hold on.
Aha!
Uh-oh. Yeah.
You lost this war. Stab. Okay, retreat or take double damage. Do you retreat?
I think he'll retreat, but he's in the tree. He's not a... Is he a fast climber? I think he is. Sorry?
Can he retreat is the question. Or will he
Let's
fall
say
out
no. I'm going to say for the sake of argument, you've got his back against the tree. All right, he's going to roll his soak. 3d6, here it comes. Boom. That's 1 success, so he's taking 2.
Right, so you're reeling, hurt, and afraid. Which is exactly what I wanted. Okay. It was worth it.
All right. Afraid. There we go. Okay. These others are going to take a shot at Connor as he's like stepping up to the plate here. Let's see if we can't get this working. Oh, he's got to reload, so he's going to fire at you without aiming. His short bow, D6 and a D8 at you, Connor. Ranged.
I am not guarded, so I might be a pincushion.
You have a D4 cover because of magic.
Nice. Oh. So it's a tie at range?
He has a cover, though, so it's negated.
Oh, okay.
If you have a tie, the book discusses tiebreak. A tie at range is, do you have cover? Connor says, yes, I brought a shield. Okay, we're done.
Gotcha.
If you didn't have a shield, you'd be shot. I don't have a shield. I'd be shot.
Yep.
Okay.
And one more is doing it?
Yeah, one more from the north here. D68. Right. Wow. Rolling a lot of ones.
Same rule as last time, actually.
Exactly.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, that's really good. These arrows are just like hitting around you, maybe ricocheting off the pauldrons of your armor as you just stalk towards Tassobianco. These guys in the trees are probably this dude's gonna reload and move around here. His dash 1, 2, 3. This guy's gonna take a shot at Gaston. That's you, Griffin.
Okay.
He's reloading D68. Another one.
Let's see. And what is the cover bonus over there right now?
It'll give you a D8 for being by the carriage.
Okay, so I'm guarding, I have that cover, I have my shield, and I have a lot of other stuff going for me, and I get an 8. I'm good.
Okay, very nice. Yeah, that's an embarrassment of dice you have. And last but not least, the guy to the north of Father Eldritch is going to take a shot off at him after reloading, a D6 and a D8.
And Father, you get an extra D8.
I know. Doesn't matter, though. I curse you and your light shield. It's a mockery of the light of all creation.
Okay, that would be 1 damage going through. Roll your soak.
I will declare that my favorite use of dodge is at range attacks, so I can reroll that 1.
Mm-hmm. 25% chance. Hey.
Yeah, and the light counts as cover, I believe, so...
That it does.
So, no thank you. I'm already hurt. I can't take additional damage.
It hits a magical shield in front of Father.
Yeah, and you did trade out your combat save, right? So...
I'm not concerned about that.
Okay.
It's not dead yet.
I'm making the best strategic choices I can make in the moment. That's what selling it back means.
There you go. All right. I really want to give you guys another round, but I also want to post-game stuff, and I intended to end a lot sooner. So we're going to hand-wave this a little bit. As Tassobianco and Connor stalk towards one another, weapons drawn, there's suddenly an ear-splitting sound that rips through the forest. All of you clutch your head. This sound is not coming in through the air. It's attacking you directly into your mind. And as it passes and you get your wits about you, you realize that this has affected the bandits as well. Tassobianco has righted himself and turned around and is staring at something in the center of the road. He quickly falls to his knees, as do all of the raccoon bandits who are firing at you. They go prostrate when looking at this strange silvery figure that seems to exude his own light. From a distance, it's hard to make out, but you think that he is a silver gray fox who is wearing a royal display, one would say, vestments of fine silks. And for those of you who have any kind of experience with the monarchy, perhaps maybe you've even seen his face printed on coins. But this is none other than the High King Rinaldi, who surely...
Yeah.
If you've ever experienced the monarchy or seen a coin.
Or seen a coin. There you go. I don't know if they even still do it, but...
They only put his face on the gold coin, and I haven't seen it.
Ah, there you go. So, but the deference that everyone is lending to this figure informs you that he is certainly royalty, and he is also certainly not of this.
You see, I'm gonna shake that stupid paper letter. I told you he was coming, and he did.
I assume this is where we freeze frame.
This is where we freeze frame for next time.
Makes sense.
So yeah, we don't have a lot of time for the post-game wrap-up. I was hoping to have more, but I'm happy with getting a little bit of an extra combat in there.
Pretty slick. Usually at the end we have a quick debriefing to ask how things went and reread our mottos.
Totally. So let's start with that.
Goals.
Let's start with Data. Data, read us your motto and let us know if you think you got to play your motto today and if you accomplished any of your goals.
My motto is the dark cannot claim what the light does not surrender, and we are constantly not letting the darkness that we seem to want to fight in all the time surrender us. So yes,
literal
I feel
interpretation.
I feel like I accomplished that. Also, my goal, obviously, where I embedded myself in a traveling company. We have traveled from Triskellion, where we started, out to here. I am fully embedded in this company.
It's quite, yeah, no disputing that. So if you complete a goal, you will have, I'm going to offer you a gift for that goal, and I'll have those ready for you over the week or at least before the next session. And as always, if you choose to, you can decide not to take the gift and take 5 experience points instead. That's excellent. And then I believe you also are going to get 1 XP for playing your motto, and everybody is going to get 1 XP for the chapter and 1 XP for the debriefing. Let's go to Connor next. Connor, what was your motto? Do you think you played it, and did you accomplish any of your goals?
One hand washes the other. And Connor's been very helpful and has been helped in exchange. So yes, I believe I've lived up to at least the spirit of my motto.
I agree. I think that also the way he treats the townspeople shows that he's kind of an even-handed guy, and he believes in cooperation, even across class boundaries, which I think plays to your motto very well.
And my goal is to find a squire, and I assume bringing Tassobianco to justice is going to be our second goal.
Yep, I was going to get to that too, but everyone can add capture, or bring to justice is a good way to put it, because that encompasses a number of things. So bring to justice Tassobianco. Okay, Griffin Gaston, you're up next.
Yup, I've been playing Gaston, and I am perfection incarnate. I have definitely been the best at everything that I have been trying to do so far, and stepped up when I could do, and given respect to people who are actually good at things, unlike the noble sitting in bed who failed to defend himself.
Fair enough. I'd say that counts.
And my goal was to prove I'm the better fighter.
Do you think you accomplished that goal today?
I'm in the middle of an ambush unheard. I think so.
So was he.
All right. I'll give it to you. This is our first session. You can take it.
It's supposed to be silly anyway.
Okay. And Anushka Rafferty.
No fear and serve with joy. And sigh. I suppose I've been doing that.
Stabbing people, and yes, going acting even when fear might keep you from not acting, I'd say is pretty literal.
Oh, he rallied me. I should stab somebody. Also, my goal was to deliver a message, and I did several times.
Wow, yeah, you did. Okay, so that's good.
Worry about what the goal is next time.
Yeah, we'll do gifts next time. Okay, so feedback. How do you guys think the session went? Is there anything that you'd like to see more of or less of next session?
I like them too.
I prefer hexes to I prefer hexes to squares, so yay for that. But the game is designed to be played gridlessly. You can totally play it without a grid. Warhammer rules.
Right. I do like the hex grid. It gives us the freedom of directional movement. We know exactly how far we're moving. We don't have to squish tokens together to say, oh yeah, they're within 1 meter. And also when we drag stuff out, it'll be automatically sized. Which is always good, because otherwise then we end up with really huge pictures all the time and have to go, oh, is this 1 meter now? Yeah, I know.
Sure. Right. 6 of 1. I mean, hexes I can live with. So yeah, but
Gotcha. So that's one thing about the book that I feel like every time I read it, I come away with in my head about what it's supposed to mean. In some cases, I was under this impression that it was like a scene by scene thing. Obviously, that means a lot more experience, a lot faster.
Right.
Oh, God,
because,
yes.
Well, scene is an amount of time described in the book too, because there is something called once a scene. So, no, we realized later on after we wrote it, chapter is supposed to be like an episode. It's supposed to be like a whole adventure. So it's pretty rare. Because there are some things that say you can do it once a scene, like you can cure a hurt once a scene or something like that. So yeah, no, but like I said, I realized later on you read a Harry Potter book and it's like, are these chapters just 2 pages long? What the hell's going on here?
So chapter is sort of like a part of an overall campaign that would extend for many sessions, whereas like
a scene is like 5 minutes, a day is like 24 hours in the game, and then a chapter would be like a whole adventure or a month.
Gotcha. All right, that clarifies things. That means that leveling up takes a lot longer than my group thought it did. I guess you're only getting XP for like 2 XP a session generally.
Well, but you're also, every time you accomplish a goal, you get something.
True.
Goals go pretty quickly. We expect a lot of people to get a lot of rewards from goals they might not want to keep, like insiders or local knowledges, and trade those in. Otherwise, you'll level up very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. And to that end, I'll try to think of goals that pertain to the way you guys were playing your characters.
It's really for the chapter gifts, because like luck and some of the magic gifts only recharge once a chapter. So if you were recharging them every scene, they would recharge ridiculously fast.
Oh, totally. Even every session, I guess. But it casts a lot of those rules in a totally different light. So I'm glad that's cleared up.
It's people have different interpretations. So we like to hear. That's why I like to hear what people like to how to play this and figure out what we can do.
And I guess in terms of other commentary, I think you did well today. I think you set scenes really well. You got lots of good characterization going, and we got a fairly sensible plot and things to do.
You
did great.
It feels like Ironclaw to me, which is what I like. And I can't remember the name of the Redwall book that has the evil squirrel forest ghosts in it. I didn't know if you were copying.
Nope, that's complete coincidence. But
yeah,
like, this means a lot.
Convenient.
Okay. There's evil. There's evil archer squirrels in one of the books.
Nice.
Yeah, I would say that my first goal of finding a squire would be like entirely up to you, the host, when like I might earn that privilege of training somebody. But basically, to do that would just gain me ally at that point.
Yeah, totally. And actually, there are people in the village.
Next time.
Yeah. Oh
yeah, I
my
could
God.
do that too.
Giftception.
Yeah.
So it depends.
So we'll talk about that. I'll hit you guys up on Discord. I don't know if there's any other thing we need to hit on before we end this.
I think we're all good here, and if we're all ready to wrap up, we'll catch you next time.
All right, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you for running.
Thank you guys for playing, and I'll see you next week.